Okay, so we're going to go ahead and continue. I already checked the recording. It seems to be working right. So I'm going to start drawing and showing you how. So the drop-down menu, or the layer manager is what this is called. It gives you that, on the setup, it gives you those basic layers that you're going to be using. So right away, the building would be the first thing, which would be the house or any kind of actual building that we're doing. And this would be a line that we're drawing. The one you're going to use the most is the line and the curve. So we're going to draw lines because all this house is just basically straight lines. All these are left clicks. So this is start right here at a corner. You see that little point polar. I think they call it a point polar line or something like that. Anyway, that will give you like definite 90 degree, 45 degree. See, it snaps to it. So if you get close to a 45, it snaps to a 45. You can turn it off by hitting the P button or the P key. P as in Paul. You hit the P, like I'm going to do it right now, click, and it turns off that snap feature. So now it won't snap to the angles, to the 45s or 90 degree angles. If I hit the P again, which I'm going to do it right now, then it's back on. And it's the P key, P as in Paul, for a point polar command, I think is what it is. So anyway, we're going to run up. Hopefully it's a straight line like this one is. So we run straight up to the corner of the house, which Texas Entertainment covered patio, so that is a part of the house, the patio. Takes that 45 degree angle, it takes another 45 degree angle, another 45 degree angle, and all these you're clicking, left clicking to stop it there. And those are all 45 degree angles. Left click right there again to take another 90. You take another 90 degree angle right here. Another 90 degree angle right here. You can see the lines of the house are a little darker than like what the driveway is and all that. So 90 degree, take a left, take a right, and that's the walkway going up to the house. Take a right, take a left, take a right. What you want to do here, when you get to this point, so you can be exactly in a straight line with that one, is you hit the A key. A is in that. You get close to this line, hit the A key, that's the anchor point. A is an apple. Hit the A, and then right click. That'll give you an anchor point. It'll snap the anchor point to the edge of that line, and it creates a perfect angle to where you're at. So both lines are snapped to that point. You see how they're locking in place? So anyway, you get it to there where it's locked in at that cross, left click, and then take that left over to it. And how you connect two lines, instead of left clicking, you right click. So right click, it connects to the line. It doesn't just, if you were to left click, it technically doesn't connect to the anchor point of the line. So you have to actually right click for it to snap to it and make that perfect connection. So once you do that, once you've right click, and you only right click when you're trying to connect two lines. All these over here are just left clicks. So once you right click and it snaps to it and you've connected those lines, and you just hit the enter key. The enter key just basically eliminates any more drawing. That means you're done with that line right there. So next step, usually I do the hardscape, which is like driveway right here, the walkway going up to the house, the walkway to the neighborhood, driveway going to the street. This would be the street over here. So let's start with that. With that one, go back to the layer manager. You're going to do hardscape, which is the actual concrete stuff. You do hardscape and you go to the line and start. I usually start right there. Start there, go down, take that right, take the left, go down, get it as straight as you can. This one's real easy because it's nothing but straight lines, there's no curves, so it's really quick. Now go back to the line. I hit enter to finish that line, so I started right there using those snap points. What I like to do is get an anchor point, because I'm really quick at it now, so I can set up an anchor point right there to make it line straight up. Go down, leave it there, hit enter to stop it, and then I do a curve because we're about to go into a curve. I right click so it connects to that line, and then I'm left clicking at all these little points. Left clicking just to make it turn into a curve instead of a straight line. So I'm left clicking, left click, and then I can hit the L. I can go back to line, or I can hit the L key. L as in Larry. Hit the L key, I'm at a line. Right click, hit the P for the point polar command. Hit the P, and then I end it right there, and then hit enter to stop. And then continue with the line, continue over here, drawing right over it. Go down, same thing, hit enter to finish that line. Go to the curve, left clicking all these curves, and it ends right there. Hit enter to finish it. Starting another line right here. Starting it pretty close to the other one, so we're good. Left click, go up, take that left, go up here, leave it right about the middle of the building line, hit enter to finish it, and there's a hardscape. So the hardscape part is done. So now I'm doing property line. Property line would be this actual like perimeter line right here between those dots. Those right here. And then this is so property, we go to layer manager, select property, leave the same line default, which is right here, dash dot, and the color, and the scale, and the weight of it. So go back to the line, we're drawing another line, start off right here, right where that walkway is. And what I'm doing here is I'm right clicking because I'm connecting to those existing lines. So right click, and I can just pull it over, right click again, all the way up to that point. Left click because I have nothing to connect to, nothing's been drawn there before. Same thing here, left click, and then to finish it off, I'm going to right click, connect back to where it was. So I right click, hit enter. Now you may ask how I zoom in and out. That's the scroll wheel zooming in and out. And then if I want to move the design, like if I'm moving my mouse like that, the cursor just moves. But if I want to move the paper and everything, I click the scroll wheel, hold it, and then I can grab the whole image and move it around. So that's how I pan and move out real quick. I can move it here, zoom in, zoom out, move it over here, zoom in, zoom out, and I can move the thing around pretty easily. Next thing I'm going to do is draw the fence line. This is the fence line right here, usually depicted by a line with those two little hash marks. And then it goes back to the property line. And that one, Layer Manager doesn't already have one set up, so we have to add a layer right here. You can see that button, add a layer. We're just going to do fence. You have to select it right here. That shows that you're actually drawing in that layer. I put it as a brown color. Click the color right there, put it as a brown, just because it's a wood fence. I put it as dashes, and then I give it a weight of 3 most of the time. Or width of 3, I'm sorry. And then just select it, and you can get out of it, and then you're doing the same thing. You're just clicking the line again, starting right here, left click, start, and then left click again because you don't have an endpoint there that you can snap to. Here you can right click because you're snapping to it. Remember I was talking about that, so I can be right, my cursor can be over here, and I can right click and it snaps to it. It snaps to that point. So right click, pull it down again to where that fence ends at the house. Take the left turn, right there, by left click in and then go left right into the house, and that